Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are we today? I really hope you're doing what you can to stay strong throughout these tough times. But of course, we are back again with another freaking video. And Miss April Lauren gets a bit teary-eyed in this one. But before we get into that, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel so far as we continue to freaking grow. But with that being said, April Lauren is someone that predominantly every other Wednesday I check up and see how she's done, okay? I can feedback to you guys how she's doing, okay? And what maybe she may need to improve on for her own benefit, you know, because she's someone that has been on a very good journey so far, and every week that she has this journey, she's always losing something, okay? But of course, this week it got a bit emotional. So let's not waste any more time, and let's head over to the video. And as you always know, I always skip ahead to the weigh-in part, but of course I've seen the part before this. Come on now, let's not mess about, man.
Week that I have been actively trying to lose weight.
So just so you can see behind me, this week she has lost, as you can see, 0.
And the scale did not move. It didn't move up any and it didn't move down any. I am the exact same weight. And it's very discouraging.
Now, at this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, April Lauren comes out to obviously explain why she believes she has been at this 0 point. Now, to be fair, earlier in the video, she does talk about her fitness cliff. And obviously that is something that definitely did get her slightly emotional. But before I give you my feedback on why I believe that she's potentially hit 0 this week, let's listen to what she has to say.
I guess over the weekend I didn't track as well as I could have. And I don't know, like when you eat out, even though like the menus had like calories listed and stuff, I don't know for certain, since I didn't prepare it, that it had the exact, but I don't think that that's it. I really think I added carbs back into my diet in the form of oatmeal and sweet potatoes, and then I also had some pita bread the other day with a salad. I was just like super hungry, and I didn't even process it. I just ate it. I just ate the pita bread. It wasn't like 5 million pieces. No, it was just like one little round pita, and I just ate it with my salad. And then I was like, what did I do and why? And then I ate the chocolate that my husband got me for Valentine's Day. It was like 200 calories worth of chocolate, which is a lot. When I get to this point where I'm at, there's so much self-judgment that I do, and then mixed with outward judgment on what I'm doing or observation or criticizing, especially from like a dark place, that just adds so much weight. And I think staying away from comments might be nice, but I don't know.
Okay, in a second she's gonna head over and start off her workout, okay? Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, and this is my advice to anyone that's watching right now that is a supporter of April Lauren, okay? And to be fair, if anything, this advice is more directed to April Lauren herself in particular. Now listen, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, we have spoke about this before, about the fact that when she loses weight, predominantly her weight loss is very slow, you know, it's between 1 to 1.7 pounds per week. That is what she's generally losing per week. Now, obviously, given the fact that this woman started off on 552 pounds and is now on 300, did I say 500? No, wait, what? So, wait, the fact that she started on 352 pounds and she's now on 314 pounds is still fantastic. She's done that in the space of about 7 months, I believe, give or take, maybe more. Now, we also had the conversation before where we thought maybe there's something that she's doing behind the scenes. Maybe she's binging, we don't know that. Maybe she's having the odd snack here or there. We don't know that, but either way, the results are still coming, and that's all that matters, right? But now I understand, just like you lovely people understand, that when it comes to the human body, no one's body is the same. Everyone's body is always going to lose weight at different paces. And not only is that going to happen, but some people are always going to want to lose weight at different paces. There's some people that want to do it slowly, and there's some people that want to do it quick. And when it comes to both of those styles, they are both proven to be successful, give or take who the person is, because there are people out there who have done a slow journey, but they've still relapsed. Same as people who've done a fast one, but they've still relapsed. Now, obviously, in numbers, people that do it faster generally relapse quicker per se, right? But either way, both methods work. Now, obviously, with Miss April Lauren herself in particular, she's using the slow one, which is fantastic. But why is she not losing that slightly bit more? Because when you are on that 300-pound mark, not realistically, but again, depending on your body, you should be losing just a little bit more per week. And I think when we look at it, each week we look at her videos, one thing that I've noticed is that she's always working out. Cardio is a must, muscle growth is a must, okay? And at the same time, food, what she eats is always brilliant, fantastic. So therefore, we must think, okay, but what is happening here? Now, one thing that I've noticed is that when it comes to her food intake, even though she eats all the healthy stuff and all the things that's needed, I've noticed that her portions in some of the episodes look slightly bigger than what they should be. Now, obviously, everybody knows or should know that when it comes to losing weight, your calorie deficit matters more than anything else as well as other things. So the question is though, is she going slightly over her calorie deficit? And let's be honest, this is not the first time she has told us that she's been unable to track her calories properly. Now, obviously, whether that's her fault or not, that's a completely different conversation. But either way, generally, I feel like the thing that I will be giving her advice, I would say to her, maybe every other week, change the amount of calories you're having. Now, I'm not saying that she's not doing that already. I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to say is maybe change it a little bit more. But obviously, of course, make sure you're staying within the calorie deficit, because obviously we want her to be successful per week. Now, obviously, this week, her hitting 0, listen, it's going to happen. No one can penalize her for that. But of course, like she said, or did she say this in, anyway, like you said anyway in the video itself alone, sometimes when these things happen, you start to beat yourself up. You start to doubt yourself. You start to put yourself in this mental state of mind where you think, oh my God, why? But of course, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? And the one thing that I do like about this young lady is that she's still a fighter. But let's continue real quick because there's more to be said.
I don't know. But I definitely talked more than I did, and I need to work out.
Last month, I cycled 10 miles for time, and my time was at 33 minutes and 6 or 7 seconds. I can't remember exactly which. And my goal right now is to beat that time. I want to beat that time. Ideally, I want to get under 30 minutes, and I am pushing for it. It is so important to me. I don't know why it's so important to me today, but it is. And I have to warn you, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly in just a minute.
You know, the drive is real. The drive is freaking real.
Hard. I don't know when I push myself this hard, especially since my feelings before were dark and sad and not intense and aggressive. But something took over me in this ride, and it just clicked that I was going to beat the time. It's only halfway through the month. I still have half the month to beat my goal.
Do you think that she makes the time? Remember I said to you, she does cry, you know. I did not hear those sounds the first time around. I did not hear those sounds the first time around. But listen, well, you know what it's like when you're trying to get to that end mark and your breathing just goes crazy. I like this, man. This is called beast mode in my eyes.
As I said, I have never pushed myself this hard, I don't think. I cannot remember a time where I have...
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you want to look away now, please do, because this broke my heart.
My body, I pushed past what my body was comfortable with. Maybe it didn't look like all that in a bag of chips to anyone outside of my body, but it felt intense, and I was pushing as hard as I could, and I didn't expect to break. I didn't expect, especially since I was so happy. I wasn't even hearing anything. At the beginning of the ride, I was listening to the motivational talks. I was getting into it, and then something happened when I got halfway, and I wasn't on pace to just hit my target, and I was like, can I do it? Can I hit 10 miles in 30 minutes? Can I do it? And I just kept pushing harder and harder and harder and harder, and then I got to 29 minutes and 30 seconds, and I just had a little bit further to go, but I didn't know if it was possible. I didn't know. I thought I was going to fail. And then my bike chimed that I had set a new record, and when I looked down, I was so excited, and the time was 30 minutes.
Come on now. Give her a round of applause. 10 miles in 30 minutes. Look at that. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well done to the girl. But let me allow her to finish before I conclude the video.
Exactly. And I just broke down. I was so happy. Even just talking about it right now, it's making me teary. I was so unbelievably happy. I was just happy. And I think maybe I've needed to cry. Maybe that's why I keep feeling like I'm on this cliff overlooking this abyss, because I haven't been in touch with maybe that type of emotion. I haven't cried. And so I don't know. I'm so unbelievably proud of myself. I am so happy. I can't believe that I did it. I can't believe I shaved 3 minutes off. I worked so hard to get it in 33 minutes.
I can't believe that I did it. 10 miles in 30 minutes. Exactly 30 minutes.
Okay. Enough of this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to make you guys teary-eyed too. Okay, let's all calm ourselves down now. Now listen, and of course, do you know what I want to say though, man? Do you know what would have been nice though? It's not a must, but sometimes some of us want just a little bit of reassurance. But it would have been nice it would have been nice for her to kind of move the camera there so we can see the numbers, you know what I mean? You know, because there's always going to be doubters on the internet. There's always going to be people going to be like, are you sure that you made it? But you didn't show it to us, you know? So that's my only advice is, you know, please, next time. I mean, she loves to give us numbers, right? It would have been nice if she'd, you know, put it in front of us, you know what I mean? And to be fair as well, I feel like maybe one day in these weigh-ins that she does, hopefully one day we'll get a weigh-in where we actually see her go on the scale, you know what I mean? Because I know obviously there are some people in the previous video who did say that they find it very suspicious or suspect that she doesn't necessarily show us her numbers without actually doing it in real time. It's always a number that we just have to go by. Now listen, I'm not saying she's a liar, but what I'm trying to say is I'm giving her feedback to say that some people would appreciate if you actually showed them the proof that you are losing this weight by actually watching you go on the scale. You know, you don't have to do it, but it's something that obviously some people just want to see because it reassures them and it makes people want to be connected with you even more. But of course, if you're neglecting to do that, people start to have their own assumptions, which is something that she did mention in a previous video already about people creating own assumptions anyway. So of course, that would be something that would be great if she did do that for the people that are part of the channel and obviously are loving her journey. Okay, instead of always giving us numbers on screen that we just have to believe and just a word of mouth, you know. Sometimes giving people the proof is the key, you know. Doesn't have to do it, but it's something that I know would definitely benefit her fan base. Now listen, one thing that I do want to talk about is this, is that Maple Lauren is someone that's is on one hell of a journey, just like many people, and right now she's on course, which is fantastic, okay. And I only wish her the best, you know. But of course, we'll see what happens obviously next week, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I mean, or the week after that. But right now, keep doing what you're doing, and obviously, you know, that's that for today. But nonetheless, let me know what you're thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out, and we are done and we are out. I will see you in the comment section.